finish the game with the ball, kind of running out the clock. Can you just talk about how important that is and what's gone into being able to do that this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important to have those games, where you're able to finish the game, like practice those scenarios. You never know what scenario is going to happen. So I think it's useful to have those moments where we can get the first downs and then take a knee and stuff. And I think it's going to be critical here in the future. You never know when it's going to happen.
Look, toughness and physicality in general was kind of a question coming into this season. I guess I wonder, how much has Benny Wiley, or how much did he sort of set that tone in terms of changing the culture in that way?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very professional. Him and his staff are very professional. They've seen all sorts of dudes, and so it was easy to buy into his process, his culture, his toughness, because he's been there. And I think that was really assuring for the guys and made it easy transition for us all just to, buy into the culture here, buy into what they were preaching about, and I think you see it on the field today. So
when he was sort of initially setting the tone in those early days, could you sense that it was a bit of a departure, I guess, in terms of the expectation when it came to strength and conditioning?
He definitely set the tone for the year. He didn't go light or easy. He knew our past record, and so right from the jump, right after the season ended last year, he was there, and we were working out with him, and he was on us. So I mean, it was a cool experience looking back on it. At the time, it was pretty sore after season, and I was a little tired, but it definitely got our team right.
Jonas said that you made a point of taking Mason Murphy under your wing, going back as far as the spring. Can you just talk about that process, what you saw in him? And
yeah, I've known Mason since he was in high school. He trained with Vianney Talamaval's dad, and I would go train with him a little bit, and I just saw that kid's talent. He's so gifted, and this summer, one of his points of emphasis was to get stronger, and so I figured I'll take him under my wing and try and push him a little more, instead of at a 10, trying to add a 25, that type of mentality, and it worked. I mean, the kid grinded all summer, and you can see the results on the field.
What's the biggest way you've seen him grow as a player?
I mean, one, maturity. Kid, it's not that he never took the game serious, but I think he's now starting to develop a higher IQ for the game, and just, a higher, mentality, a tougher mentality towards the game. And so in that way, he's matured a lot, and he's playing really well.
Was there any pushback when you were kind of pushing him in the weight room early on? How did he respond to it?
No, I never really. I guess there's a few times, I had to get on him, but it was nothing serious. But he responded well. He's a really good kid. I love Mace, and I'm excited to see him in the future.
It seemed like after the Cal game, it was kind of more of a somber mood after a win. It seemed like guys just weren't totally satisfied with the performance. Have you seen that carry over at all to practice this week?
No, I would agree though. I definitely wasn't satisfied with that win because I just knew there was so much more out there for us, all sides of the ball. But no, it has not carried over. We had a talk, winning's tough regardless of who it is, week in and week out. So we got to appreciate the little things, the little wins, and don't let it carry over. And we had a short week, so our mindset had to flip quick on Sunday. We had to get ready for this game, and so Cal's kind of behind us, and we're moving on.
Obviously, huge game next week and the week after. How do you guard against, in this situation, not looking past Colorado?
I think because it being a short week, it's kind of all on our mind right now. Our whole schedule's a little thrown off, all of our circadian rhythms, it's kind of weird. So don't really have time to focus on that. We're just trying to get our bodies prepared for Friday.
It helps almost to have the short week.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
Apologies if you've been asked this already, but even though you guys had some switch around, zero sacks allowed both of the last 2 weeks, what goes into having a performance like that as a whole offensive line?
Yeah, Coach Henson's done a really good job with us in our technique and scheme, and just and it's cool to see that guys are stepping up and able to the performance doesn't go down. It stays the same or goes up. And that's really good to see in the team, because you never know what's going to happen. So it is important that guys can step up, fill the shoes, and rise to the occasion.
Brett's talked about Travis giving speeches before games. Is there anyone that stands out? Any specific speech that he's given?
I can't remember them all off the top of my head. You know, sometimes I'm a little too locked into the game or something. But you know, Travis does do some great speeches. You know, talking about brotherhood, unity, and just play for us. And I think that's just a good thing to preach to everyone on our team. You know, it's not about the opponent; it's about ourselves and how can we get better each week. Thank you.